Week 8 of the Prep Sports Report on Lakeshore Public Television tonight. We get you ready for the boys basketball section. We'll check out some more gymnastics, Wayne.
Boy, gymnastics is now moving into their key point in the season.
Yeah.
We've got the Duneland we'll show tonight, and then you get into sectionals. Ooh, this is good.
All that, a lot more. Our polls, our boys poll coming up next on the Prep Sports Report.
Who is the dark afraid of? His name is Tim. When you report a power outage, Tim and linemen like him respond to the call. Text OUT to 444-111 to report an outage. With your cell phone, when the power's out, power is still in your hands.
We're ready for the Prep Sports Report, ready to get it rolling. Some highlights from boys basketball, Wayne. The draw was Sunday. Can you believe it's already quickly state tournament time?
No, I can't. You know, that's amazing. And the season just, comes to an end so quickly.
And a lot of sectionals going to be up for grabs this coming week, folks. Let's go to some highlights. One of those reasons why is because the 4A sectional is just going to be unpredictable, really. There's my guy, Dante Combs,
right there,
knocking down the jumper. That's my guy.
He was the guy. He was one of the guys from Michigan City that really took it to Maryville here.
You know, this wasn't that close, Wayne.
Right.
I mean, it was 4 points. It wasn't that close throughout the game. Then Maryville made a run in the fourth quarter. I think that was Boyd there. Nice hanging layup. Maryville is an example of a team, Cameron Wilbon, that's going into the postseason with zero momentum.
Yes, they are. You're right. And they play in one of the toughest sectionals, so, you better get something together pretty quickly.
All right, I don't think he called the bank there, but there's been a lot of bank shots in college ball last night. If you saw the Syracuse game, it was bank shots. Whoa, there you go. That's a nice block. There's bank shots everywhere. Inside, Michigan City again with the sectional on their home floor. They're going to be a wild card, Wayne?
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, they have a chance to win that one at home. They play very well at home. And this was a huge win for them. Going to Maryville and getting this particular victory. Nice pass. Nice pass.
I think it is going to be a big win for the confidence. Crown Point might have got the preferred draw.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And
with
Maryville,
Michigan City, Valpo, and Maryville all on one side of the bracket.
Right.
But they'll still have to win. You still got Chesterton on their side of the bracket, and they'll have to beat whoever comes out of there.
Right. You can't count out.
Cameron Wilbon's playing some really good basketball lately.
You can't count out Chesterton in this particular one.
No.
This one was a 47-43 win at Maryville against the Pirates.
Yes. And Valpo, Michigan City, the opener on Tuesday night in the Michigan City section.
Yeah, what a tough game that is.
And that was the Valpo game-winning 3 earlier this year over at the Wolves' Den.
So John Boyd has some motivation.
Yeah, so do the Wolves. They definitely have some motivation. All right, Munster and Andrean.
This used to be a huge rivalry.
I think it still is.
This was a really, really good game.
Now, Andrean was locked in for this one. That's Jake Strubiak for 2. Jerron Tatum for Andrean. Hanging and scoring.
Andrean's got some really good plays. This Corey for Andrean put up 18, I think, against Munster. He's this guy
Carey,
right here,
Winston
number 1.
Carey.
Yeah, Winston Carey.
I see that.
This is, he is quick.
That hairdo's kind of a trend over there. Huh? 3 ball. Tyler Zabrecki from downtown.
He's played well for Munster. Munster has a really tough go. That sectional in East Chicago is so balanced. You talk about a sectional, there's Kerry again. He is just so quick. But you talk about a sectional with balance. Realistically, anybody could win that sectional in East Chicago.
We have some controversial picks coming up later tonight. So, or else I don't know if they're going to be on Facebook or tonight. We'll see. But you made some very controversial picks, Wayne.
Well, I tried. You always tell me to step out, so I'm stepping out.
I'm saying you definitely stepped out. Oh, that was a beautiful hanging
drive.
Nice
job.
Beautiful shot by Tyler Zarek. He's trying to show you he can go inside and out.
I think that's Jones, isn't it?
Curtis Jones inside. He's not supposed to be going. He's not supposed to be going in the lane, is he? Wow, with the big guys, and 82-60. This was a big win.
It was a big win at Andrean. Munster hung with them for a while, but Andrean is, very good.
So Andrean had the lackluster performance against Westside.
Right.
The outstanding performance against Andrean, and then followed that up by getting beat by Hammond at home.
Well, Hammond's really coming on.
They are.
They are really coming on.
They are coming on, but still, that's supposed to be a game you're supposed to win on your home floor.
That's right. So, who's going to show up for that sectional? Andrean should win that sectional.
Through Twin Lakes, which is the favorite in the sectional down at Rensselaer, which is not going to be an easy.
No, I think they lost to Twin Lakes last year or something.
Yeah, Twin Lakes 19-3 this year.
Yes.
So they're the favorite down there at
Rensselaer. How I pick those favorites.
Oh, no, you'll be all over. You're going to be all over Rensselaer. We know that. All right, how about some wrestling state finals talk? We got a couple of state champions, Wayne. Andrew Davison of Chesterton finished his senior year, 195-pound state champ, just like his father was when he was in high school. And Brendan Black of Hobart at 138. I believe, I might be wrong here, but Brendan Black might have won a state title at a lower weight class earlier in his career. Andrew's younger brother, I think, was runner-up in the state finals. And Chesterton, Wayne, kudos to them. Look at that, second in the state.
That's right.
Tremendous performance.
And kudos to Tommy Williams and our shooting crew. We've got that interview with Andrew next week.
Really?
Yes, we do.
That's awesome.
That
okay.
is.
We've got us in his busy schedule.
Yep.
That's good. I'm glad he's penciled us in. Portage 5th, Hobart 6th. Another tremendous showing by our local high school wrestlers. Congratulations to them. Great stuff. How about the DAC gymnastics, Wayne?
Swim sectionals right here.
Oh, sorry. Swim sectionals
at
first.
LaPorte.
On the boys' side.
Chesterton obviously dominating that right there, but Portage doing very well, and then third was LaPorte.
540 points.
Yeah.
In a swim sectional. That's a lot. Munster over there at the Munster sectional with 506.
Yep, 506.
That's a tremendous performance.
Lake Central and Crown Point follow up, and second and third.
All righty. Now I think we're going to see some gymnastics highlights, Wayne, from the DAC.
This is Sophie Hunselman, one of the two top gymnasts for Chesterton, Jordan Bush, the other. I think this one was a 9.725 for Sophie. She's only a freshman.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Watch this dismount here. Coming. Right.
Tremendous routine here.
Yes. There it is. Here it is. Boom. And look at her stick there.
That was awesome. I believe Heather Osorio, who she beat last year, is injured for Maryland.
Yes. Yeah. And wow, look at that. Those backflips on the beam. There's a nice dismount.
I guess there were no Duneland Conference nerves there.
No.
That looks like somebody that's used to some big-time meets. Here's Whitney McEwen,
yeah, and she did a very nice floor with a 9.625 for Valpo. Valpo is right in there. I mean, they're close. This was a very close meet. This is Algozine. We know her, Jenna, and her sister. And, you know, this is a beautiful bar routine, got a 9.575. But, you know, Valpo is right there. I mean, they get a couple of kids, you know, placing well, and Valpo could win that section.
Oh, not if Hunselman's doing that on the beam.
Yep.
That was unreal. And on the bars. Yeah, you wonder how freshmen are going to... It's really a non-factor, though, because they've been in so many huge meets growing up.
Right. This is Jordan Bush, and she won the meet with an all-around of 38.115, and this is her bar routine.
Wow, she beat Hunselman by
yes, she did.
10. So Chesterton with a dynamic 1-2 punch, Wayne.
Right. And it's been a long, long time here. This is Bush on the beam. 9.4.
5, 9, 4, 5.
Right.
Oh, stuck the mount again.
The Algozine.
Yeah, Jenna Algozine, third with a 37.45.
Yeah. Yeah. Gee.
Man, that's rough.
You know, next week, this Saturday, is the sectional for gymnastics. And Valpo goes in with a 13 straight sectional titles. And it's at Chesterton, so that's, you know, really, this is a Crown Point girl here, Shannon Harrison, did really well, a leader for Crown Point. They're really looking to her to kind of take over and help in the sectional, but she kind of leads Crown Point. And here's Heather. You know, Osorio's been there forever for Maryville and done really well. What a team leader. 9.35 for...
You see the wrap on the knee already on the right leg.
And really, Maryville goes as she goes, and when she got injured, that was tough for the Pirates. Gosh.
Well, from what I could tell, I was trying to I was on Twitter trying to figure out what was being said there, Wayne. I don't know, she wanted to continue and the coaches wanted to keep her out, because obviously with sectional next week.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
This is Rachel Manetta, 9.325 on the bars. You know, Valpo's deep. You know, they've got kids that can, you know, perform and win this one. But right now, Chesterton's top two are outstanding.
Yeah, they are.
Chesterton has the top score in the state as of right now. And they won this one. Yeah, 114.
Well, you know, and obviously you don't get a 114 or a 113 without great depth.
That's right.
So even though Bush and Hanselman are getting all the accolades, the 3 and the 4 are doing awfully well as well for Chesterton.
That's right.
Or they'd be losing these meets.
That's right.
So
this is going to be a good one. 12 o'clock on Saturday if you want to see some very good gymnastics.
All right, we got T-Dub, I think, is back from his vacation.
Yes, he is.
And he was out to talk to the Chesterton Girls Gymnastics Program.
Last weekend was a great weekend for Chesterton. They had one young man win a state championship in wrestling, and their women's or girls gymnastics team won the Duneland Conference Championship. This lady standing to my right is the major reason why. She's the head coach of the Chesterton Trojans, Dawn Mathis, joining us on the program. And Dawn, first off, talk to me about the joy of winning a conference championship, and I guess your second year, right?
It is my second year. It feels really good to come in my second year and have a conference championship under our belt. We have a great group of girls, very talented.
Now, what did you learn last year as a rookie coach that helped you this year?
Oh my gosh, a lot. There are a lot of rules and details to gymnastics. It's not just a few skills thrown together. We've really done a lot of studying. I've got some great mentors. The coaches that came before me from Chesterton have been very helpful.
Now, you inherited a freshman in your second year that has done some pretty darn good things for you. Let's talk about her.
Sophie's very talented. She comes in loaded with lots of skills. She's had some great coaching through her years. She's also a very coachable gymnast. When I give her corrections or details, she takes right to it.
And a freshman coming into the varsity now, maybe I'm overdoing this, but how impressive is that for a freshman to come right in and have a major impact?
It's happened before, especially in gymnastics. Last year we had a freshman that pretty much led the team as our MVP also last year. She's a sophomore this year. So it isn't unusual because, in my opinion, my whole team's varsity. Gymnastics is a varsity sport.
Let's give some of the other girls some credit, too. It's not just Hanselman that's getting it done for you. Let's talk about other people on this team that's getting it done.
Sure. This year, going into the postseason for the next 3 meets, sectionals, regional, state, we have 3 girls going all around, which is a big task. Besides Sophie Hanselman, Jordan Bush, and Lexi Avey, they're great girls. 2 sophomores, 1 freshman, very young group. It also sets us up great to have that much strength in 3 girls.
Tell you what, we're going to talk to Sophie in a couple of minutes. We'll come right back to you, okay?
All right.
And the first thing I want to ask you, how can a freshman be this good this early in life?
I started when I was young, and I just kept progressing as I got older, and eventually I got to where I am right now.
And coming in here and making an impact as quickly as you have, has that surprised you, or is this like, business as usual?
Well, I just kind of do what I know how to do, and what happens, happens.
What you were most happy with after this past Saturday?
Definitely bars. It was my best event.
Your coach, let's talk about how important she's been in your development at Chesterton.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't really be able to do what I am doing now without her, so I think she really helped with my development and my success.
Now, let's talk about sectionals coming up. That, of course, playoff time, and your first sectional as a high schooler. How do you feel?
A little nervous, but I think we got it. I think we can win it.
Now, before we let you go, overall, what is your #1 goal for this year as an individual gymnast?
Hopefully to place at state in the all-around.
Okay, congratulations to you. And again, nice job for a freshman. Not bad at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's talk about the sectionals coming up. Where's your confidence level going into this meet?
With our season being undefeated and a conference championship, we feel very confident as long as the girls stay healthy and strong. It feels really good going in, though I will not put it past the coaches and the other talented gymnasts in our conference to come in with a little extra something this weekend.
Congratulations on the conference championship. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
All righty, Joe and Wayne, it's on you.
Well, if she was nervous, I don't want to see her when she's relaxed.
Yeah, real relaxed, that's right. Hey, I got to give kudos to Tommy.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
that nice interview about gymnastics.
It was, but she was ready for his questions, though.
I
He had a
know,
lot
yeah.
of them, but she was
That's
ready
right.
for them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. Tremendous competition coming up this Saturday. Time for the poll, the pre-sectional poll, Wayne, in boys basketball. Let's check it out. We have some teams that are on fire heading toward
Yes.
the tournament.
Yes,
we'll
we
see
do.
if it holds over for them.
One of them is Hammond High.
One of them's definitely Hammond.
That's right. The nice upset of Andrean. They're 14-9, and you know, Chesterton is playing well. I think Michigan City has an advantage playing at home. You know, but Velpo's very, very good. Velpo 20-3, and Griffith playing well. They're, you know, this is a strong top 10, and certainly the #1 team in the area.
Yeah, I don't like the way Andrean and Maryville had tough losses
Yes.
this week or last weekend. You know, heading into the postseason, I don't like both of them at home.
Right.
But there's no doubt that the #1 team in this poll is on fire right now.
Right now, that's right. 19-3, Crown Point Bulldogs, and they are playing well.
Quite a first half against Hammond Morton.
Yes, that's right.
They kind of blew the doors out quickly of that ball game against a better than average Hammond Morton team.
Right.
Crown
That's
Point, very, very impressive.
The Little Five?
Little
We're gonna
Five
look at?
time?
Little movement in the Little Five here. We've
yeah.
got Wheeler at #1, but 21st comes in now.
Finally getting some respect.
They were 4th.
What
Now
happened to
they're
River?
River lost this week.
River
you
came
know?
in and beat Washington Township to upset the check mark on the weekend, and then they got whooped up on
That's right.
Tuesday
That's
by
right.
Couts.
That's right. And Hebron, same way. They lost this game this weekend.
Winnemac?
Yeah, and Westville, you know, struggling. So that
Yeah.
Little Five really has a lot of movement.
Counts might be one of those teams gaining some momentum
that's
after
right.
that big win
That's right.
over River Forest, Wayne.
That's right.
I think so. All right. Now it's time for the picks. Some controversial picks. We'll see if Wayne can explain them coming up on Wayne's World. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that. I jumped the gun, but we've got players of the week first. Keep the hat on, Wayne.
I will.
I'm throwing a curve at you.
Okay.
John Corey from Lowell.
Jeez.
36. He's picked up the
36.
slack with Nick Mantis out. Mantis got re-injured again, I think, in his first game back. Brandon Newman coming on, and Kate Albers, 3 of our boys players of the week. Al Irvin's been stepping up.
Carey from, we saw him on highlights.
Yeah,
Against,
Winston Carey looking good with that dew.
and Cruz from Hebron had 27 for Winamac, or against Winamac.
Yes. How about some unknown players of the week?
Well, Justin Graciano from Lake Central had 20 points against Calumet with Lake Central's win over Calumet. But Max Willoughby from Marquette. We know a lot of Marquette players, but not Max.
No.
And then Dominique Smith for Lake Station.
Don't know him either.
Now, I do want to say the posse, okay, my posse gave me this information, and that is that Jermaine Cousinard had 36 against St. Rita's this weekend.
Wow.
And 31 against Lighthouse. So Gene Miller, thanks a lot for that tip, but he's really playing well for East Chicago.
And you have cruised under 80%, Wayne,
Yes, I certainly
for the
have.
season, which we knew was only a matter of time record-wise, and you'd be under 80%. But we'll get to that in a minute. Now we're doing New Wayne's World.
How many weeks do we have? Okay, so 71% for last week and 77 overall.
I don't think the picks are going to get easier, Wayne.
No, I don't either.
All right.
And you had 50%, but you're at 72, which is excellent.
Yes, I'll take that.
Yes, you will.
How about some picks for this week, Wayne?
All right, let's start with the boys sectionals, and we've got I like Morton over Highland, although this is going to be a good one if Triplett is back. He did not play in the first quarter or so in his last game, and I'm going with West Side. The team that you said last week. You can't figure out why they're only 1, 5, or 6 over Munster on Wednesday, and Lake Central over Lowell without Mantis on Wednesday also.
I thought about Highland, but I didn't jump.
Didn't jump at it.
There were too many other games there that you left me.
You like Munster.
I cannot understand this pick, Wayne. Munster beat him by 4 a couple weeks ago.
I had to turn in my staff jersey.
I guess Coach Hackett has fired you from the staff of the red and white, and that must be why you picked Westside.
Well, Westside, I like the way they're playing right now. I just do.
I do too. I'll give you that, but how can you pick against the Stangs in the sectional?
Hey, Westside played well against Andrean, didn't they?
Yes, they did. But so did Hammond.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Valpo over Michigan City, even though they're at Michigan City. I like Crown Point and then Chesterton to move on Wednesday at that sectional.
All right, you like South Bend, Washington?
I like Plymouth over South
yep.
Bend. South Bend Riley's only lost 2 games all year. And I like LaPorte over Clay on Wednesday.
All right, elsewhere in the boys sectionals next week.
This is 3A, and I like Lighthouse over Clark. Griffith, this is going to be a big one. Is this a revenge factor for the Panthers over Hammond? Hammond beat them earlier. So I like Griffith on this one.
You were trying to bait me into this one, I know.
That's the one I thought you were going to pick.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to pick that one.
There, Wayne.
Wheeler over Calumet, and I like Andrean over Twin Lakes. I know Twin Lakes is good. I know you said they were
19-3.
19-3. But they don't play the competition Andrean plays.
I'll give you that. I don't think they do either. But
you're taking Twin Lakes anyway.
The Hammond loss at home it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Good. Hey, I hope it was, because they needed one.
Yeah.
We talk about those trap games. They were sky high against Munster, You
Yep.
came off the big W against the Mustangs.
And then
Yeah, they didn't rebound.
in 2A, I like Roosevelt over Boone and Whiting over Lake Station. That's on Tuesday. And then Hebron over Delphi, Winnemac over Knox, which will be a good game, and Marquette over North Newton.
Marquette playing like Central tomorrow
Yes,
night.
yes they are. And, or like Central beat them.
I'm sorry, you beat them.
Morgan lose to 21st. Westville will beat Couts, and I like lacrosse over Hammond Science and Tech.
That Westville Couts game is going to be interesting.
Yep.
I think
Yep,
my
it
guy
was.
Kevin Duzan's got them playing a lot better basketball right now. We'll see how that turns out.
Tuesday night, I like in 1A Culver. I like Argos, who's playing very well, and Oregon Davis, who has a very good record.
Yes, they do. All right, there's Wayne's picks for this week. Don't forget for his Friday night picks to go to our Facebook page at Lakeshore Prep Sports. We'll have those, and we'll have another great edition of the Prep Sports Report coming up this week. All right, we'll see you next Thursday night on the Prep Sports Report.
Who is the dark afraid of? His name is Tim. When you report a power outage, Tim and lineman Lychem respond to the call. Text OUT to 444-111 to report an outage. With your cell phone, when the power's out, power is still in your hands.